What is going on? It is your boy Blizz Ricks. Hope everybody's having a great day. What I want to talk about right now is just my playstyle. As the gameplay is going on in the background, I forget how I did. I know I did well though. But yeah, the ICR is one of my favorite weapons because of its low recoil pattern. Sadly enough, this gun is very weak, so I have to always make sure I get that shot off. I have to be so accurate with the weapon, as you can see right there, you know? But yeah, my playstyle usually is, depending on what gun I have, which shows how I play. Like if I get a sub, I'll run around a lot more. If I'm using an AR, I'll try to stick close to the walls, you know, try to get to the head glitches, things like that. It's kind of cheesy, but as weak as some of my guns are, because I choose guns with low recoil, I have to do that. You know, a lot of people use very strong guns, so they rush around a lot. Me, I can't use those weapons that they use because you have to control the recoil, and I really can't do that because I have to think a little too fast. See right there, if I was using a stronger gun, I probably would have killed him, but instead, I died instantly. And another thing too, there's sometimes I really mess up. It's like I'll think the person's about to die because you feel like you put enough bullets in them, right? And they just, you as soon as you're shooting, you just let off the trigger, you turn, and then you just remember, oh no, they're still alive, and you're dead. Yeah, you see right there, I went to the head glitch just to check to see if it was clear. Then I run around. Like I said before, I stay close to the walls. You saw there, I stayed close to that little truck or whatever it was. Jumping around is not something I usually do a lot. I only do that when I'm like really focused. And I don't always play focused, so you know, you can just imagine how much times I don't jump around. The gravity spikes is a little new to my style at the moment. I'm still trying to get used to it. It's getting me out of a lot of tough things along the way. It's used as, I use it pretty much for defense actually. When someone's coming up on me, I try to predict where they are and then ground slam. I can't say it's really effective, but it works. You know, it works half the time it works. And you see jump shotting didn't help me there because my gun is weak. If you are using this gun, I suggest using rapid fire on it. That way you get all of your bullets out faster, so you don't have to work. It makes up for the gun being weak. Because if you don't have rapid fire on it, you have to be really accurate. You know, you have to be one of those that are just able to do everything. You have to be able to snap right to your opponent. It's really hard. Like that's something you got to sit there and just keep doing over and over and over again. You just have to get used to it. Me, I'm trying to get used to it. I'm trying to play like that. That's why I try to keep my crosshairs up where bodies usually be. That's what I try to do. I try to keep the gun up in the air. You know, sometimes I turn down, but then I lift the controller back up. You know, just to make sure when you snap, you see right there, I would have been dead if someone was at that head glitch. Lucky enough, these guys weren't all that great. But yeah, as you can see, I don't really go into the middle of the map too much because it's too high traffic there. It's like I can go into the middle of the map, but I'd probably just die left and right because my reflexes aren't that great and I'm only using a 7 sensitivity. You know, a lot of people, they go into the middle of the map, they have a very high sensitivity. They're the ones running around with subs and shotguns. See right there, see? Defense. Had to get them off me. But yeah, the middle of the map is where I usually stay away from. I circle the map, the outer perimeter, just to make sure that I can catch people spawning in and trying to turn corners and everything like that right there. You know, it's not necessarily me trying to spawn trap anybody. It's just me trying to catch people as they're fresh off their spawn and turning into another area. Because once you get them inside the middle of the map, they're a lot more focused. You know, they already have their mind set up that where they're gonna set up shop and everything. You know, you see right there, like that's the middle of the map. Everybody knows where everyone's coming from. Me, I know where everybody's coming from on the side of the map, and it has a lot more cover for me and the guns that I use. And that's why I use the outer perimeter. The reason I use a 7 sensitivity now, I didn't always use a 7. I used to use 4 and a 5 sensitivity because I wasn't able to control the controller like that. You know, the sticks was just a little too much for me. But eventually I got better at that. Even now, I use stock now. This is a little old. I think this is like a week ago from this gameplay. A week or something. I use stock on my weapons now, so I'm able to move faster. But yeah, that is the gameplay commentary. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Tell me, what's your play style like when you play Call of Duty? I'm BlizzRix. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at BlizzRixGaming. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.